22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. It's a number that's we bring up every day, every video, every platform, and I'm always going to. Vets, you're on my heart. I love you. God knows I do. I've never been in the military. Don't pretend to be. I like wearing my BDU shorts that I cut off because they're very, very comfortable. And I like pockets. But vets, I love you, man. You have a place here. And to D-Bad, man, dude, thank you again. Those items just touched my heart. And, you know, vets, I'm going to start doing a lot more intros from the house so we have our flag up. Now, let me stop here. If there is anybody that's struggling and thinking of harming yourself, man, listen. In the description, I always put, and I got to go back on the past 3 or 4 videos, but I'll put a link to the National Suicide Hotline. Those folks are professionals. They know what they're doing. My goal is to raise awareness for 22 a day, okay? But if you're hurting, anybody can call that number. So please don't suffer alone, don't suffer in silence. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. You fought for us. Let us raise awareness for you. And I'm going to touch on that again in a second. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. Hey, Dennis, Cab. We don't break the damn law. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Never quit quitting. A lot of times, folks, it takes more than one time. Some of us that's gone through it, it'll take 100 times. And some of us, man, there's just some folks that are just broken and they'll fight it the rest of their lives. It's a daily fight with me. It really is. And he says, Cab, you got a great wife and you're working again and everything's going your way and the channel's building. Right. That's right. And it's every now and then. Last night was a big time where you just want to just, you know, step off onto the other side for a while. But then here's the deal. That's a no-end street. It's a dead-end street. And so we keep on, we keep fighting. And even in my head, man, sometimes I have to keep quitting every day. I'm not saying I fall off, I'm just saying every day I have to make a conscious decision. That's how much of a habit it had become. Let's get into the video. Enough pleasantries and you know, hilarity. Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Today is a what's in your pocket, and we're riding to work, and I got Snuffy Smith riding my ass here. It's been that way since we left the house. He was in front of me. I turned, got in front of him. I didn't do nothing, you know, just 2 lanes, and then suddenly he hit the F, and now I guess we're racing. I don't know. People amaze me. Pretty foggy conditions here. Now we're getting close to the river. You get close to the river, it gets foggy. So, what's in my pocket today? Well, a bunch. First of all, I've got the Emerson CQC 7. This knife goes to work with me. Now, we're supposed to use box cutter and all that. They give you a box cutter blade this long. You couldn't, son, you couldn't cut an ant with it. But I use it because I ain't doing nothing. Megan will beat me to death if I lose this job. I help people that don't even need help. I had to wrestle a bag away from an old woman yesterday, try to get it in her car. So I'm trying to help you. Picked her in the bag up. And I got in trouble over that. So we doing all we can. Y'all see that fog out there? So I got my CQC 7. I don't know where the hell that came from, but I got my CQC 7. And every now and then I slide it out and open the boxes. So I keep this knife sharp. It's been beat up. You say, Scott, blade's terrible. It is, but it's also sharp as shit. And I love the handles on these things. I got to get me a new Emerson. Well, I got to make some money, put some money on it, but an Emerson's coming. Now. The other thing I got, if I didn't drop it, is my CQC 8. Again, another heavy duty work knife. I like the G10 handles, the grippy G10, and I'm gonna tell you something. I know that Emerson, a lot of times, a lot of guys don't like liner locks, and I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not a massive fan of them. Do I hate them? No. I tell you what I wish they would do, and now this guy Ernie is a multi-millionaire, and he's taught hand-to-hand combat. Dude knows how to make a knife. That's, I'm not saying he don't, for the love of God. There's Cold Steel and there's Emerson. Those are two of my favorites. But then again, there's Tops. They said, Scab, who's your favorite? If you held a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you. Hell, I like them all. But Emerson, one thing I wish they would do is copy Spyderco and go with that compression lock. I really do. Ernie, I know you watch all you, son. Let's go to a compression lock. I think that'd be grandiose. So here's my CQC 8. Both, well, this one has wave technology. I'll say this for the CQC 8. When that thing locks in there, son, you about have to get a damn pry bar to unlock it. So I ain't worried about that one. Now, I'm also carrying my, well, it ain't mine. I'm carrying the 4Max that D-Bad let me borrow and play with for a while. I know Cold Steel builds the big clamp, all of that shit. But I'm telling y'all, if you've never carried it, don't comment, because you don't know what you're talking about. But if you've ever carried one of their big knives or their XL knives, you know that they ride pretty good in the pocket. Now I'm carrying my 4Max today. Normally I carry the Russia. Somebody asked me the other day, Scab, you really carry that? Yeah. Because it's very comfortable in pocket. I've got an automatic fixed blade right there, because you lock that thing in with that triad lock, son. Which, yes, I'm getting to the testing. I'm a busy man. My guy Richard, that I talk about all the time, my buddy that hangs out with me at that haunted ass church and helps me with truck and stuff, and just really a good friend. I've known that dude 20, 25 years now. Something like that. Yeah, about that. Maybe a little less. 15 to 20. Gave me some gloves. Now, they are not cut proof, but they're cut resistant. And he gave me a pair for the Shredder and the Shredder Dad. And I'm going to send them to them. Now, again, this isn't to say that, oh, he's not doing anything right. Zeke's not doing anything right. He does everything right. And his dad's watching him like a hawk. But I've wore these gloves, and I'm talking about for like heavy duty testing. A lot of times I don't like wearing gloves, but when I do that triad lock test, I'm wearing these gloves. Again, they're cut proof. They're not they're cut resistant. They're not cut proof. But I'm going to send some to Zeke and to Jonathan over at the Shredder. We're all going to get cuts, guys. That's just, if you mess with a knife more than 3 seconds, at some point in your life, you're going to cut yourself. It's going to happen. And I know, Lord God, I know. There's one guy out there who's never done anything wrong in his damn life, who don't care, hates the channel, you don't care, I don't know what I'm doing, but he's still going to take the time to comment. Look, dumbass, keep it to yourself. If you've messed with a knife, you've cut yourself, or cut somebody, or been cut, whatever. It happens. So, I'm sending those to the Shredder, so one, they can test them out. I'd like to get their opinion on them. And I'll tell y'all something. The Shredder, it started off, oh, okay. The kid's getting good. I'm really enjoying his stuff. His dad is very knowledgeable. Jonathan is incredibly knowledgeable. And somebody says, Scab, you always shouting out Shredder. Yeah, going to. I like him. I like his dad, and I like Mondays with Mama. They do good stuff. Is that your shout out? Nope. My shout out for today, and even though I love, and I say this a lot, hey man, love the channel, love you, love all that. That's just the way I am, dude. It is what it is. But nice slicers watched a video of his yesterday. Nice slicers. I'm going to put a link in the description. Now remember, guys, I'll post the video, and then sometime after that, I put, if I was a little more IT savvy, you know, but I'm not. So I'm going to put a link in the description to nice slicers. He did a top 3 fidget knives. It was a really good, well done video. And that's what I love about, you know, our community. You can go from my channel, which is just utter chaos and rambling, and you can go from mine to somebody like the Shredder, and then you get some family stuff, but you see some really good knife testing, and you see somebody. One thing too about them is we're watching. They're getting better right in front of our eyes. You know, we're watching a family bond and get better. Now, Shredder, listen, old Scab, let your sister hold the knife. I bless her heart, she said, can I open it? No. I started dying laughing. But nice slicers. My brother, awesome job. You're my shout out. The guy shows knives, but he's very, see, I don't mind. See, some people get all worked, all they ever do is show the knife. They don't. Well, listen to what they're saying. All I ever do is beat the hell out of a knife. So watch Nice Slicer. Very knowledgeable, has a great collection. That's my shout out for today. Now, last thing, and I got to go. My guy's right on my ass. I think I'm gonna get out and open the tailgate and see if he just wants to pull up in there. He can ride with me. Hell, he may want to drive. I need to hire JC. When I hit it big, I'm telling y'all, get my leopard print Speedos and my boat, JC will be doing the driving. I'm bringing him back. And his name's Justin. Somebody says, is that Jesus? No. Now, I got a bunch of marble stuff for under, well, right at $100. I got 7 different pieces of marbles. It's made by Emacasa. Guys, I would love to do a cutting video today. I don't know if I can. Tomorrow, for sure, gonna be back at Fort Scab, Tongaroga. My grandson's coming in town. I am looking forward to that, man. I ain't seen that dude since Christmas time, and I am really looking forward to seeing Mr. Caden Hollis. Now, last thing, what we got coming up. Really, dude? Yeah, let's wait till I got the biggest damn knife in the truck to slam on brakes. And I know I shouldn't be showing that. I get it. Damn it. There goes my drink. You know, sometimes you just wish you could get out and just punch somebody right in the mouth. Now, we don't do that. We're different people today. We don't, you know. But it's like, dude, seriously? You know, people that just act like they control the road, and here we go. Now there's a wreck or something, and I'm going to be late for work. I've still got about 30 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to make it on this. Good Lord. I'll have to call in. Just let them know I'm coming. I don't want to get in trouble. All right, last thing, and then we do got to go. This came in yesterday. It's the and I'm stopped. It's the Condor Plan A buoy. It is a bad motor scooter. I don't have all the specs. I'm not real worried about it because we're going to do a video on it, and I'll do it. Look at that. Now I asked D-Battis, man, because I know he's, you know, done a lot of Condors and stuff. I said, man, you got a Plan A buoy? And he said, no, Scab, I don't. He said, it's on my to buy list. I said, huh. So, D-Bat, take that off your list, son. Old Scab's going to go ahead and I got you one coming. Plan A buoy. Now, I just want to do that kind of a thank you. And there's nothing that I could give Donnie outside of my kidney to say thank you enough for the flag and the patch. I mean, that's just, those are personal effects, man, that I will cherish seriously for the rest of my days. But I figured the next best thing to my kidney will be the Plan A buoy from Condor. So my brother, sometime next week, 1075, a big slab of twisted steel and sex appeal, kind of like old Scab, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, I love y'all. God bless y'all. My guy Mikey said it best: never give up, never surrender, and everything will be all right. I love y'all. I'm Scab, you're not, and I'm gone, I think.